the project we have going with the Music and Mural Arts project is our attempt to integrate hip hop with teaching science. And so there's a movement with educators across the country trying to use hip hop for learning. And what we want to do is make sure that we're using high-end music to teach science in a high-end way. So here's the basic idea. If we could teach kids to write lyrics in the tradition of highly skilled hip hop artists and create videos, and these videos reflect learning principles, then we would produce a resource that people in the community could use. So for example, every song is based on a hook. In the hook, if the kids are to sing the hook, they know the whole idea of the concept. And so we were fortunate enough that the artists at MMAP did a really, really good job of making videos that really worked in that premise. Just tell the story of some science phenomenon in a really simple and clear way and make sure the hook is the whole story and that the music is authentic.
For 3 years, we take lyricists, young lyricists, in some case more experienced lyricists, like, people who are 18 to 20, but in this case we wanted to work with some really young ones, so 14 to 16-year-old lyricists, and teach them science content and see if they were, see how they took up the science content in service of turning that content into something that 5th grade students could use as a study aid for 5th grade science concepts.
The surface will crush you. Gravity's not like Earth. They sent the rover out to Mars to see if there was life first. But it's done before, named after the god of war. The being the color of blood, solid to the core. On Jupiter's a storm that's constantly going on. Separated by the belt that's steadily warm by the solar system. The next galaxy had a Saturn. The fourth four was solid. The next four breaks the pattern. Saturn has rings, 16 moons, and it's blue. Uranus has the same color too, blue. The axis of Uranus is horizontal. Neptune's an even darker shade of the true blue. Taste the cake with the lemon is planet.
Yeah, that's what's up. Or just an entertaining way of internalizing the content, or just thinking about it differently. If the lyricists have done their job, then they've given them multiple representations of these phenomena that might otherwise just show up in a book, or if the teacher is able to show them something about the lab. But something like the solar system, we're just kind of looking at, maybe they're looking in a telescope or something and seeing stuff out there, but it's kind of stuff that you kind of got to take somebody else's word for it. So now they can take the lyricist's word for it. The lyricist is able to represent something like Saturn's rings and make a connection to something in the real world or something in the pop world. As one of our lyricists did. You can listen to the rhymes if you want to know what I'm talking about, and allow it to stick inside of a young person's head. That's it. There's a million ways to say, like you can say that the planet revolves around the sun. You can say that the planet circles the sun. You can say that the planet orbits the sun. You can say all three of those the same way, to say the reverse of the sun is orbited by a planet. You see what I'm saying? Or that planet is in orbit around the sun. And every single one of those, because you're a lyricist, every single way that you say it means a whole different possibility. You know what I mean? So now we want to really play with those possibilities and decide, okay, what's the most important? What am I trying to say is the most important?